Spooky Lou, another wonderful WrestleRoni for me and for you. Coming back to the show, one half of the PWL Tag Team Champions Black Ice. Welcome back, Big Black Carl. How we feeling, Bobby?
How's it going?
Man, it's going. We got BBC back on the podcast. I'm excited.
BBC, it's time to get a handful. We got a lot to talk about, don't we?
Damn right. You talk about making waves since the last time you've been on the show. You've done a lot. First off, props and respect, sir. You've been killing it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a journey, I'm not gonna lie. Um, from where I started to now, I'm still astonished of everything that I've been accomplished. Sorry if I'm digging in my armpit. It's starting to itch.
Hey, we
Um,
keep it real here.
but but everything that I've accomplished so far has been a blessing, honestly, and it keeps me going. From me and Frost winning Tag Team of the Year in 2022 or 2023 at PWL to me winning ASW Newcomer of the Year. So it's just like everything that I wouldn't have thought of that is happening, and I couldn't be more happy or blessed to be in positions and situations that I've been in.
Hell yeah. I'm about it. I am about it. Let's take a look back at your 2024. You talk about now you're in the thick of things, man. Now you're running with that damn ball, and you definitely ran with it. Give me some highlights, some lowlights. Just take me through your year.
Um, 2024 was a big year. Different shows, different opportunities. The two of my biggest highlights of 24 was being able to go with the PWL family to Top Cell this year and to wrestle there for the first time and to let their fans know that PWL has a great promotion and we have some great wrestlers in the background and in the back room that are willing to go out and give a good show 100%. And then the opening match I had at ASW's first ever War Games they had, and I was in the opening match of that and had a good turnout for that that I was very happy for. I was excited about that, honestly. I needed that one for not just for myself but for my mental because I was in a low place and
I feel
that
it.
one really got me out of a low place, so I really needed that one. So those were my two biggest highlights.
I dig it. I really do. Let's talk about going to Top Cell. It was a big deal for a West Virginia promotion to leave the state, especially heading to North Carolina to showcase y'all's talents. Tell me about the trip. Tell me about the show. Tell me about that piece of shit Lane Cali. Whatever you want to put out there.
The trip was a long trip. Most of us was at ASW for Gary's birthday show, so most of us that was there, me, Jeff Paul, Marcus Mayhem. Okay, we were down there. Most of us worked it. We were down there for that show, and then after that show, we had to get right on the road and get right on the highway to get up to Topsail. Most of us got up there around 6 o'clock that morning, and it was a long day. We had a lot to do, a lot to get done. Um, but the turnout was great. The venue was beautiful. To wrestle and to see the water and stuff is just a beautiful sight. I mean, you'll never get over that. Um, yeah, and then there's that piece of shit Lane Cali. He shouldn't have got away with what he got away. Um, I'm a little disappointed of the outcome of that match. I don't think it should have been called the way it was called. I'm not throwing shade on my tag partner at all, but I have two knees and he shouldn't have thrown that towel in. But things happen for a reason. I understood why Frost did what he had to do, but we have different visions of why he did it and why he shouldn't have done it. But at the end of the day, there's always next time, and I'll always have another chance at it. But right now, I'm back at the bottom of that totem pole, and it's not time to focus on what I have around my waist, and it's these tag team championships.
Man, talk about a heartbreaker. But you're saying you and Frost is in a good place coming out of that.
Most definitely. I seen it as this was not just a chance for me, but a chance for us. Like if I win that championship, you know how many opportunities that it gives us. And from his point of view, it's, dude, like, don't worry about that championship. When we have these, we got to worry about. We got to worry about defending these. And if you're not 100% healthy, then that's me on the back burner trying to carry your weight, and you're half my size. So I understood where he was coming from on that. So it took a day. It took a day because I was kind of upset, to know that you didn't tap or anything, and for you to see that white towel get thrown in the ring and the ref calls it, it takes it takes a little bit off of you, but
Mm, hey, well, I'll say I love the dude. He still got a little heat with me because I was wanting to see that choke slam. I've been dying for that
oh,
choke slam. Still ain't got it, man. Hey, we got a whole year to do it again.
a whole year, a whole year.
And we got plenty of time. Shit, if we don't,
Oh, most definitely.
we're all
He
just
has to
getting
see
started.
me again eventually. He has to see me again. This is not over. I feel like Lane Cali has seen enough of Black Ice and in just general that he's going to get tired of it. So
Uh
it's
huh.
just,
Speaking of the man, I just want to put this out there real fast. I don't know if you're aware. A lot of folks might not be aware. Recently on the podcast, we announced PWL champion Lane Cali is heading to Marcus Twist Deathmatch Sock Off Extravaganza. So we're getting Lane in some no rings. So I got a little something for his ass.
oh, he deserves it.
Oh,
He deserves it.
karma's about to collect.
Most definitely.
You talk about being down. I've been down since he ran me out of wrestling. But this is about you. I won't get started on my tangent. March 8th, BBC, one of the biggest PWL shows ever at the Mercer Mall. We got Jeff Paul. We got Matt Riddle in the main. New MLW champion, by the way, Matt Riddle. But those tag team titles will be defended. You got a big match yourself. Tell me about it.
Oh, golly. This one dates back a while. What a lot of people don't know about this match, they might just see it as a match that's just been thrown up there. But Black Ice has been wanting a piece of YTB, no Diddy, for a while, and it's been vice versa. We've been on the same shows, but haven't been able to come across from each other. But the reason why this has been going for a long time, this is two young, not even two young kids, four young group of guys that were hungry up at Boogie's, that were all chasing the same dream, and we're just trying to show who's gonna come out on top. Jakami, Reek, they're great opponents, but I don't think they know what they have in store with them yet. They're going to have to fight and fight like hell to take these away from us. Me and Frost, we've worked way too damn hard for these belts, from getting our asses kicked by the formerly known New Syndicate, to winning these things back, to holding on to these, to not letting nobody take these from us, to showing every day, every week, whatever it is when we're on shows, that we are the best tag team. That, I mean, in my opinion, everybody has their own opinion in different situations, but in my opinion, we're the best tag team, and nobody can change that.
I
So
love it. Okay. Well, you mentioned boogies. We've been talking about the BWC a lot on the channel lately after this big merger with the NICW and everything going on. What can you tell me about your time at Boogie's Wrestling Camp?
I enjoyed every minute of it. Hunter Hagee, which I hope you have a chance to meet him one day. Hunter Hagee, he was a great mentor towards me up there. Yellow Man, which he's been on the podcast, he was a great mentor too. Mike Mars, um, we met Jakami and Reek up there. Boogie's is, if you really want to get the know of the business and everything, why not take a chance to go up there with a legend that knows what he's talking about? That's been there, that's ran the roads, that's been in the ring, that's been across the ring, probably against some of your family members' greatest opponents. So I mean, it's just like, why not take that chance and go up there and learn something different? And now to have my name engulfed up there as a graduate for forever it's a blessing again. Like, so many things that I wouldn't have thought that were going to happen that's happening. I couldn't be more happy for it, honestly.
Hell yeah, I love it. You also mentioned you guys regained the tag titles, so take me on that journey, BBC. Take me from losing it, being just whatever comes with that, I wouldn't know, and then take me to that journey to regaining those tag titles. Tell me a little bit about that.
Um, the when you it's like when you get a title, it's like you want to do everything in your power to protect it, to keep it, to make sure nobody can take it from you. It's like your child. You wouldn't want nobody to do anything to your child. You wouldn't want nobody to take your child without you knowing. You could just watch somebody just take your child and you'd be okay with it. So to go to to go in these matches and to for me and Frost to go to war with whoever we had to go to war with for these belts, whether it was for the in the ladder match that we had, and we went to war with DD Trash and formerly known the New Syndicate, or when it was the back and forth with formerly known New Syndicate in Black Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was just so much, and then to win them and then to lose them and then to gain them back is just like, now I don't want to lose these ever again. Like, yeah, there's going to come a time when we're going to come against an opponent and they're going to get the best of us, but until then, I'm gonna go out there with these belts like it's my last. Like, you will have to unalive me to take this belt away from me, and there's not a lot of people I know that can do that. So,
Hell yeah, confident man. I dig it. Well, let's talk about that. We talk about you was kind of down, uh, for lack of a better term, down in the dumps whenever you made your ASW debut. Talk to me about that lack of confidence, losing confidence, and then you get that opportunity to open up such a big show and what it does for you mentally.
um, it's just there's points in your life when it feels like you don't have a lot of people to talk to, and it's just like you're by yourself and you're dealing with your own demons, and it's like um, you don't know what to do. And mental health is the biggest thing, and this year is like the biggest year where I'm going to take my mental health more important than anything, because I know mental health is important, and it necessarily doesn't always have to do with on the wrestling side. Sometimes it has to do with my personal life or what I'm dealing with in just general.
For sure.
So to go out there, and I had the nerves. I thought I was going to go out there and mess something up. I thought I was going to go out there and hurt somebody, because it's kind of it's not. I'm not going to say kind of easy to go out there and hurt somebody, but if you're not doing something the right way, it's kind of easy to go out there and hurt somebody, you know?
Right.
So it's like all those things are going through my head, and I just before the match with who I mean, everybody believes in their own certain things, and I literally just had to pray to God and ask Him, just let me get through this without messing anything up, because especially how I was feeling before the match. So it was just like I have to go out there and not just make a better name for myself, but to just let everything, like, for myself, let it be known that everything's okay, and even if I do mess up, it's okay. So.
Dope. I dig it. Because believe it or not, BBC, around the same time, I was going through the same type of deal. I haven't been in the wrestling business legitimately since October 19th. Lane and Benny pulled some crap, going from RSW, and there comes a day where you're making posts on Facebook, nobody's reacting, nobody likes me. Everybody must be talking about me. That's what's going through my head, at least. You know how many
Hmm.
group chats there are in wrestling, and it doesn't matter if you're in the same promotion or not. Everybody talks to each other. So you get in your own head, not talking to anybody else, and oh man, I really screwed up. I may never be back in wrestling. Fast forward to today, I've never been happier, bro. I've got so many opportunities ahead of me. I can't wait to get back in the thick of it. So I'm happy you're doing well, and we both got through it. I think we came out the better side, better men.
Yeah, cause I'm itching. I haven't been in a ring since Top Cell, so I've been itching to get back into one for a while now. Like
For sure.
my uh the first show that I'm back on is February 8th, so I'm excited to get back and get my feet back wet back into there, get back into the thick of things. So
Okay.
I'm excited for the way 2025 is about to start out for me.
Tell me about February 8th. What's going on February 8th?
February 8th, me and Frost will be having a match at BGW.
Nice.
So we have that coming up. Um, Hope and praying to God, I'll I'll be a participant in the Nathan Rumble.
Mm.
Um, Other than that, March 8th, which is the Riddle show at the mall that we have going on, which is a pretty big deal. Which if you're around the area, if you're not around the area, if you're close to the area, surrounding areas, it doesn't even matter. I feel like you need to come out to this show. If you have the love for if you have love for wrestling, if you don't have love for wrestling, if you just want to get out the house and do something, just come to the show. Mercer Mall. You put it in your GPS. It's literally right there. Mercer Mall. GPS. There you go.
There you go. Okay, I think that brings up a good point, BBC, because as far as the PWL guys, I really think they do a good job promoting and everything. My question to you is, it goes beyond being just a wrestler. You've got to make sure to share these flyers, to make the podcast, to promote the shows. Talk to the younger generation about what else it requires besides the wrestling training, as far as sharing the flyers, posting the flyers, things of that nature. How important is that?
It's very important, bro. Like, um, paying your dues is important. But it's not just about paying your dues. It's what you got to do before you pay your dues. Make sure you're at training every day. Making sure you're doing everything the right way. Not saying you have to go by a certain amount of rules just to be this certain type of person. Like you know who you are inside and out. Don't try to change for a certain type of person. Like do your thing. And then when it comes to once you get your foot in the door, if you're getting put on shows, if you're not getting put on shows, help these other shows, promote these other shows. Yeah, they probably won't need your help by promoting it, but still help like just promote it. Share their flyers, share a match, share all the matches, share their page, like help them out by helping yourself out. I mean, maybe they'll see you trying to see excuse me, maybe they'll see you trying to put their show out there. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't take 15 seconds to go on Facebook and share one measly or one simple little flyer. Like it's not gonna do anything bad. It's not gonna hurt your integrity. It's not gonna hurt your ego. Like all of us, we're all eating at the same independent wrestling table, and if we all can't sit down and eat at the same table, then it's just like, what are we doing this for? Like at the end of the day, we're all family trying to, most of us, not even gonna say most of us, all of us want to achieve that same goal someday. So it's like, why can't we all just sit down, eat, enjoy the food, enjoy what's going on, and just love each other and let's get it done.
Yeah. I'm all for it because sharing those flyers, it helps the whole scene grow. And I think that's what we need right now. We need to get more fans in these buildings, and it doesn't hurt to help the next promotion, even if you're not part of that promotion, because fans are going to come see that. They're going to be like, oh, independent wrestling's all right. Maybe I'll go check out that PWL show now. Maybe I'll go check out that other show. So I dig it.
Exactly.
Talking about trainees and stuff, while it's on my mind, you probably haven't even seen it, so you probably don't even know who I'm talking about. But there's a certain trainee in a certain place, and don't worry, we can run them down. Nobody likes this place. Uh, just hopping on promoters' posts, talking trash about the promotion. What do you think would happen to a PWL trainee if he hopped on some other promoter's post talking a bunch of trash?
They wouldn't be a part of PWO no more.
Yeah, plain and simple.
Uh, yeah, there's no, because at the end of the day, you're not just making yourself look bad. You're making the promotion that you work for look bad. Because at the end of the day, everybody that's worked for a promotion or is at a promotion for a period of time, it's in their bio. It's just something that they do. So it's just like if you're going on somebody else's page or something talking crap about their promotion, they're going to see something about who you work with or who are you affiliated with. So then it goes back to, oh well, this promotion doesn't know how to train so and so, or they don't know how to do anything, or so it's no point to making somebody else look bad. So Yeah, most definitely. There's no if I don't even think it would be like they would know they were out of PWL as soon as they made that post. Like there would be no like questions asked about it.
I dig it. Now, on the flip side of the coin, BBC, recently we broke the news right here on the channel. NICW just brought 6 different promotions together. PWL's a part of that. APW. We mentioned Boogies, they're a part of that. So things are moving in the right direction. We got these promotions working together. I'm told there'll be a talent exchange. They're going to recognize one world champion that's going to hit all these different promotions. You're a part of it. You're a part. We're living history. You're a part of it. What do you think about this NICW deal?
It's great. More opportunities, Um, more opportunities, more times to try to get some more gold around my waist. The opportunities are big for not just PWL but for all the other promotions that are in this deal too. So it's just like we're all again. It goes back to why can't we all just sit at the same table and eat? Like this is the table is big enough. Like there is not a seating chart. The table is unlimited for whoever wants to sit at it and wants to come eat. Like it's not just a. It's time to eat. Honestly, it's time to eat.
No doubt, no doubt. Now, and I'm all for that. Where I draw the line is folks coming and eating all the food and even getting a second plate, but they didn't even bring any macaroni salad. They didn't bring shit to the table. That
We don't want everybody's macaroni salad though. So
well, my point is, I'll take you to my point. When I was doing EIW, and I thank you for your help with EIW, dude,
most definitely, thank you for having me.
for sure, and maybe we'll dip into that later. But first show that I booked this referee, one of Billy's friends. But first show, dude comes up and sets up a merch table. And we don't got room for everybody's merch table. That's the thing. The guy's a referee. Why the hell you even selling merch to begin with? It really fucking irked me, man. Like, really bad. Now, am I wrong? Am I being an asshole? You tell me. We're friends. Where do you stand? The guy, first booking he's had in probably 20 years, he comes up and sets up a merch table.
I feel like everybody has has a right, especially in this business, because you don't know behind of what a promoter is paying said so person. So
Oh, yeah, we weren't paying
to
shit.
get
You know that.
to to get paid for a cost to like get on the road or gas, etc. I don't know what goes into said the person's lifestyle, but I don't see an issue with people setting up a merch table because I feel like if you're over as a ref or if you're over as a wrestler, I feel like if you got it, sell it.
Okay,
It's like weed. If you got it, sell it.
please.
Don't though. Don't. But if you got it, sell it.
Right.
Don't. But
But.
if you got it, sell it. But don't do it.
I'm very confused. I get it. I do. I appreciate where you're coming from. So maybe I was being an asshole, and I'll continue to be an asshole because again, my point was, you know how small that place was. There was only so many spots. That could have been a table for you or for Frost or whoever. But that's a different situation. Whatever. I just wanted to put it out there. Since we're talking
Yeah.
about EIW, you was there. It ran 2 shows. It's a said and done. There's an EIW curse that's still affecting folks to this day. People's disappeared, and it's been the downfall of many. I'm still surviving. God damn it. Tell me about your EIW experience.
It was one experience. The one time, I was booked once. I enjoyed it. I mean, like any other, I went against AJ Evans. It was a great experience for me, honestly. Uh, the weather was trying to prevent us from coming up there, but we made it.
You made it, by God.
But yeah, by the grace of God, we made it. But I enjoyed it. The experience was lovely, and like I said, you gave me a shot. Like I'm always grateful for anybody that gave me a shot when they didn't have to. There's other wrestlers out here that deserve spots before me, and I'm not the one that's going to say, "Oh, I deserve every spot," because I know I don't. So if you feel like I deserve a spot, then I'm going to be grateful because I'm still new to this business. I still have a lot to learn. Like I'm blessed and grateful for everything that's came my way, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I really am. And I can't be more happier for what's in store for me, for what's in store for Frost, what's in store for the rest of my PWL family. There's so many good things going on that people just need to stay tuned for, and
Okay.
don't just don't just think it's okay to step your feet in the water as soon as you feel like it's going to feel good. Like step in while it's still a little chilly. Like don't 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 step in once it's warm and there's already all types of germs and stuff in there.
Right.
Step in when you can. Step in while you can.
Oh
Because once it's full, I'm pretty sure there's going to be no entering. So,
yeah. Then you got people peeing in the pool. It's a mess. Then
yeah,
you
you
don't need
never want
that.
to get in there after there's been multiple people in there.
Nah. Well, I think you brought up a good road to go down. You're making a lot of shows. You're seeing a lot of guys that deserve opportunities. Let's say Spooky Lou's starting up WrestleRoni Worldwide Wrestling because we're never doing EIW again. It's cursed. But I'm starting up a new promotion. Who's some guys you see out there that deserve an opportunity that should be on this show? Hypothetical. It's not real. I'm gonna put that out there. But hypothetically, who deserves
um,
a spot?
AJ Evans deserves a spot.
Yup.
My boy Frost deserves a spot.
Yup.
Okay. Even though you don't like him, I'm just going down people that I've watched grow and fucking keep growing. Lane, Mac, motherfucking. Let's take a pause on that question real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this might be my podcast, but I want to shout this motherfucker out, bro.
Okay.
He's always down on himself, but he done some shit that we've all known he could fucking do, and I'm so proud of dude. And I can't wait to see how his story unflourishes, bro. He needs more opportunities and he needs more chances, but he needs to know that everybody fucks up. Like Mac Mendoza, you're a fucking dog when you're not in your head, dude. Like, and keep grinding, keep on your shit because that shit that you did in North Carolina, bro, you had a lot of eyes open, bro, and they were not closed. Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. I'm telling you, your time is going to come. Do not settle for less, dude. Keep growing, keep grinding, dude.
Good point. Good point. If I may add to that, I was just saying on a podcast, easy for me to say. I was just saying on a podcast recently. I've learned not to vouch for everybody. I have a reputation of my own to uphold, and I like to think if I vouch for somebody, they flourish. It makes me look a little better in the process. I'll vouch for Mac Mendoza. Uh, he's like you said, the North Carolina performance, his match before that was on the channel. He's doing impressive stuff. As long as he keeps at it, keeps grinding, sky's the limit for Mac Mendoza. I'll vouch for Mac Mendoza.
Exactly. Exactly. We have it's just so many things that are coming in store for PWL. It's just everybody needs to be on the watch and just be ready to see what's coming up.
Talk to me about the growth of PWL. You've been around for a while. Tell me about when you started, what it was looking at like, what it's looking like now, and how did we get there?
I mean, everything has changed, from when I got there and till now because before I was there, they were doing their shows, they were getting their numbers at shows, they were running during COVID. Like I think they were one of the few promotions that was running during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I might be wrong, so if I am, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just going by my knowledge, not everybody else's mind.
Right.
So, uh, um, so I'm pretty sure they were like one of the only promotions that was running during COVID. So for PWL to do that and to be a part of that is awesome. I mean, I wasn't a part of that, but to be a part of something that was going and grinding so hard and to watch and to see how the promotion is built and to see the names that has been coming on the shows, it's awesome to see. And like I said, don't start dipping your feet in the water while it's cold. I mean, while it's warm, dip your feet in the water now. Like there's no point to try to do it now, then do it later. Because I'm telling you, it's going to get too full and there's going to be no more entries. And trust me, like I'm all for everybody eating at the table.
Okay. So I'm the average fan watching WrestleRoni, and I'm like, BBC spoke to me. Now's my time. How do I get involved with PWL and their training deal?
Um, PWL's training deal is partnered with APW now,
Okay.
and the Bradley Fire Department in Beckley. So that's where most of their trainings is happening at now. I don't know the days off the top of my head, but if you want to get in touch with Jeff Paul or Yellow Man, those are the two people I want to say to get in touch with if you want to just start joining to be a part of this great family. Um, like a family, what don't think all families are lovey-dovey. We are a family, so families love each other. Families fight. Families disagree. But at the end of the day, we are still a family. So just be ready to be a part of that. Be just be ready to be a part of something that's growing and something that's going to keep growing.
Something super special, BBC. And hell yeah, man. I'm about it. And hell, if you're interested, reach out to me. I know these folks. I'll point you in the right direction. Somebody was on here recently talking about you don't have to just be a wrestler. There's all kinds of spots in the wrestling business.
You can be a manager, you can be a ref, you can be a wrestler.
Cameraman,
I
we need
mean,
some better Roman cam people out there. Grace
I
does
mean,
great work, but she can't be everywhere.
exactly. You can be whatever you put your mind to. This wrestling business is big enough for any and everybody. Don't think you just have to be in this business just to wrestle. If you if you can talk that talk, come be a commentator. I know we need a lot of commentators. Like,
Right.
come be a part of this business. It's a growing business. It's not just, a one part thing. It's this business ain't just built on wrestlers. It's built on what happens backstage and behind the camera and everything. So
I love it. I love it. I know I got some fan questions for you, at least one. So let's see what we got for you here, BBC. I don't want to forget them like I do sometimes. Oh, this ain't a fan. This is Tyler Jacks, the Hollywood vampire. Haven't seen him in a minute. I don't know what this is about. So again, you just said it. Don't shoot the messenger. No heat. Where's my shirt revenue and my ASW shirt? I don't know what's going on, but
well, that that man of the vibe, vampire, Hollywood assassin, Tyler Wax. As you can tell, I made a post the other day. Same Tyler, different show, same Tyler Jacks. He's just been Tyler has been a big part of the getting put on a T-shirt statement. So since I've started since my debut with Benny Conley to now, Tyler Jacks has been a part of a lot of great T-shirts and a lot of great moments that I've had since I've been in the business. So that's what he's talking about. And
okay.
ASW did a nice design. You know how the ECW design was.
Mm-hmm.
ACW did a little design with that, and he wanted a shirt, and I got him that. But I have not seen Tyler Jackson any time that we're on the same show. He doesn't say anything until the day that we're looking at each other at the show. Like, I have a bad memory. You can tell me to do something tomorrow, and I might have to text you like an hour after just to see if we're still doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Cause
I can relate. I was hell on my brain in my 20s. I can relate.
yeah,
Hell, when I woke up this
so
morning, I slept in and I said, I think I have a podcast. Oh, shit, I have a podcast at noon. Oh, shit. Hey, BBC, we might have to push this to 1, Bubby. So I
yeah, we're
appreciate you.
good as long as you didn't push it any further than that because I worked overnight and I got off at 8 and I was like, I gotta be on here with Spooky Lou this morning, so
Well, I
let's get
appreciate
this.
that, sir. Thank you.
Oh, anytime we're family for life. Like I said, you need me, I'm gonna be there.
Well, here we are, man. Only halfway through too, so we got some crazy shit. We got to burn some bridges or do something crazy over here. We ain't gonna burn no bridges. I ain't gonna get you in
Nah,
trouble. But no, man, you
nah.
you have been killing it. Okay, you mentioned the debut when Benny Conley brought you into PWL. Take me through that day. Take me through, were you nervous? Take me through coming through that curtain, the crowd's reaction afterwards. Give me everything you can about your PWL debut.
Um, golly, uh, it was nerve wracking. I did, I didn't know who I was yet. I don't think nobody knew who I was, and that's the crazy thing. I was just this big guy that was there.
Mm-hmm.
So for that to happen, is to you're gonna have to go on the channel to see my growth from then to now because it's just crazy to see how everything moved and how everything changed. Like I said, it's been nothing but a blessing. Like I can't overstate that enough. Like I'm blessed to be in the positions that I'm in. I'm blessed to get the opportunities I'm getting. So
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is it just me, or like the way time works after you get in the business, it seems like it was just yesterday, but it was 10 years ago. It just screws up your whole perception of time.
I feel like, and that's the biggest thing. I feel like me and Frost was just sitting on his couch watching WrestleMania, and literally, I pulled out Aaron West's business card and I said, "Oh, they're doing training across the street. If you do it, I'll do it." And that's literally how this started. On a, if you'll do it, I'll do it. Now, I always say God puts you in places for certain reasons, and I feel like God put us in that place for a reason because I don't think me nor him would have probably done this. So it's just like things happen for a reason, and I'm just glad I've had the opportunity to showcase my ability, and it's been a lovely journey, and I can't wait to see what else happens on it.
I can relate. I can relate. I heard there was a free show in my hometown that I could walk to. I walked to it, and thank God some people raised some hell about me being there and accused me of being a spy. So I raised some hell back, started a whole podcast, got me in the business, and here we are. It's crazy how things work.
Exactly. Like I said, I can't be more happy or excited where I'm at in this business, or if I've not seen in the best of eyes to most people. I'm working on a lot of things, and I probably wasn't the best person, and I probably shouldn't have said a lot of things that I said on social media. And I'm
Hey,
starting to learn that I should have kept a lot of things to myself. So,
it's hard
I just
though.
it is, but it's life,
Yeah.
And one thing that I've had to figure out that life is going to life, and that probably doesn't make sense, but to me it just makes sense. Life is going to life at the end of the day. Like
Mhm.
we all put our pants on the same way, unless yeah, but um
I was gonna say unless you're Zach Gowen, I think you were gonna make a dick joke. Yep. I said it.
um but I just feel like everything happens for a reason. If you have a goal, don't just sit on it and say, "Dang it, I should do it." Go for that. Go for that shit, dude. Is not too late to start on it.
And
No
fail.
matter
Fuck up so you can learn.
exactly. And don't think, "Oh, I'm gonna fail once and everything is gonna come to me." It might happen that way, but you're gonna have to fail multiple times before you can achieve what you really want to achieve.
Oh,
Like I'm We just got to keep growing, keep achieving, keep eating, and keep grinding because only we know where our story is going to end at. So,
there you go. Well, we're talking goals. What's some goals for 2025 for BBC?
um, to work more, to get some bookings that are not in the state of West Virginia. Try to um, get my name outside of West Virginia. Um, Try to win more gold. I know it's kind of hard to, but I'm a giant. Who's going to stop me from taking the gold if I really want it? So,
Nice.
but again, I get it. There's a totem pole in the businesses. You have your champion, and then you have everybody under that champion. And in every business I go into, I know I'm at the way bottom of the totem pole. No matter where I'm booked at on the match or the card, I know I'm still on the bottom of the totem pole. And I know the only way to get myself close to the top is to work my ass off every time I'm on that show like it's my last. Like I'm not going to be there the next day, go out there and give it 100% because I want to show not just the fans, not just the promoters, and not just other wrestlers, but myself that I can go out here and do what everybody else is doing. So,
Hell yeah. Well, you're talking about you want to hit some other states. I'm sure as much as you're in that car and hitting these towns, you don't have to name names. I'll throw that out there. But I do ask everybody, BBC, do you have any crazy road stories for Spooky Lou that won't get everybody thrown in
uh,
jail?
Tyler, this is going to be the one that sticks with me for the rest of my life.
Okay.
Tyler Jacks. It was me, Jeff, um, Jeff Paul, and James Frost. And I don't know what show we were going to up towards the Charleston area, but we stopped at the mall because we had some time to kill. So we stopped at the mall. And as we were trying to find a parking spot, it was when Alec Baldwin got indicted
Okay.
for that charge that he got cleared of and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So we're pulling in, and I'm guessing we all got the same notification at the same time. And Tyler Jackson's like, "Do y'all know Alec Baldwin just got indicted?"
Damn it.
We're like, what? And he says it again, like, and he's so serious. So then we have to be like, bro, it's not indicted, it's indicted.
God. It ain't
And
too.
there's been some other crazy stories, but those ain't stories that need to be said on any public platform because
Right on. That's a good
we're
one.
we're 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 boys, Boys are gonna men, boys, however you want to say it. We're gonna do crazy stuff. We're gonna do wild things in the car. We're not gonna be 100%. We gotta keep each other going until we get to the next, till we get to our next destination.
Yeah.
So if you're not sleeping on the way there, you're gonna be doing some outrageous, crazy, off the wall things to keep yourself awake and to keep the ride enjoyable. So
Good point. Yeah, I always make sure I do. I fell asleep once, but if somebody's kind enough to take me from town to town, wherever it may be, I'm going to stay awake and do my best to keep you entertained somehow. Whether me and Rux booked fantasy tournaments on long trips, you got stay awake for your people, man. That's all I'm saying. Stay awake for your people.
exactly,
I
because
mean,
you don't want to wake up at a Kobe game.
no, I don't know what that means, but I'll take your word for it.
You don't want to wake up at a Kobe game.
Well, I guess
Think about it.
I.
You don't want to wake up at a Juice World concert.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. Hell yeah, man, we're cooking here. I think we covered. What promotions haven't we covered? Because I've seen you in Mega, I've seen you in PWL. We talked about ASW. Take me to that War Games show. Let me know about the West Virginia fans, the atmosphere, anything you can tell me as far as what you're seeing in the crowd as far as the fans go.
ASW has one of the greatest fan bases in the West Virginia indie wrestling stage. Um, they're just like it. If you have your set of fans that are going to come support you all the time, it's going to be a great show. And no matter who's on the card, what day the show is on, he's going to get his loyal fan base, and they're going to come and they're going to shout, they're going to scream, they're going to give you hell, they're going to cheer for you, they're going to boo for you, they're going to cry with you. So I mean, he has a loyal fan base, but everybody has their loyal fan base, whether it's big, small, medium. I mean, you have who you're going to have that's going to come and support you. They're going to boo for you, they're going to scream for you, they're going to cheer for you. So
No doubt. Let's kind of flip that a little bit. Something that I think is just as special and just as important are these 4-H shows that PWL does. Tell me about these 4-H shows.
um so I used to be a counselor. Uh, so this goes into before me and Frost sat on his couch and watched WrestleMania.
Okay.
So, and I feel like I told the story when I was first on here, but to refresh everybody's memory in case you didn't watch it, I was a counselor there at first, and before PWL started running shows there, George South was running shows for the 4-H camps.
Okay.
So I had a liking for it because I was like, oh, this is neat. Like my goal was to, if I ever was to do it before I started doing it, was I only wanted to do it for them, the 4-H campers. Like I didn't want to do it for anything else. I just wanted to do it for them.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so another year George South came and I asked George South about how could I, get in touch with somebody to help me train to where I could excuse me, to where I could do it for the summer. so I could wrestle for the campers and stuff.
Okay.
And he said that there was a school, but it was in North Carolina. I didn't have a car at the time, and I wasn't going to drive from West Virginia to North Carolina whenever, just to, train.
Yeah.
So that pushed my dream back. Well, yeah, pushed the dream back a little bit. So didn't think nothing else about it. Wasn't thinking about wrestling no more. The next year I go, and that's when PWL starts running it. Um, I knew of Jeff before, like I knew of Jeff before he got into the wrestling business. So I was talking to him. He said I should definitely do it. That if I wanted to do it, that he would give me some days and stuff when they start training and everything, because they were supposed to bring it into the area where I lived at. And I was like, cool beans, like cool. So after their show, I talked to Aaron West, and Aaron West basically is telling me the same thing Jeff tells me. Uh, Hit me up on Facebook. We could definitely train you, get you ready. You got the size and everything, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I was like, okay, cool. Message Aaron West, didn't hear from him. Message Jeff, didn't hear from him. Um, Finally, Aaron West did finally message me back and said they were doing it at the skating ring where PWL runs shows. And then I feel like it was WrestleMania weekend, the week before we went to training. It was WrestleMania weekend, and I don't know who was on the WrestleMania card. So if you're trying to ask me who it was on the card, just so you think my story is real, don't, because I don't. I told you my memory's bad. But me and Frost were sitting on the couch and watching WrestleMania, and I was literally like, yeah, I was like, I'm probably going to think about start doing wrestling. And then he was like, yeah, I tried to do it back in the day when they were training in Beckley, da da da. And I was like, yeah, I was like, they're about to start doing it across the street. He said, across the street where? I said, at the skate ring. He was like, say swear. I was like, bro, this is dude's card. He gave me his business card. I showed it to him, and I literally said, if you do it, I'll do it. He said, bet. And then literally the next week, we go over there because PWL had a show, and they had training before the show, and we started training, and look at us now.
Look at you now. And I don't think a lot of folks realize how historic your area is. Beckley, Oak Hill. I mean, I knew, but I'm still seeing matches that occurred there. There used to be weekly television out of Oak Hill. There's a lot of history in you guys' area, and you guys are carrying that on. So I want to give props to y'all on that. Growing up, did you go to any indie shows in the area? If so, what did you see?
I honestly didn't. Like
Okay.
the first indie show I went to was when they were doing it at the 4-H camp. I would watch it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but that's all. That's how I would ever watch wrestling, is through TV. Now, I'm pretty sure they would get names down here and stuff, but again, like I don't remember ever going to one. And now, like, I want everybody to go to them. I feel like our shows are, yeah, WWE, TNA, and all that, the bigger shows that got the names and stuff. But I feel like we bring more to the table, So
I agree. And
I feel like people need to support the independent scene just as much as you support the bigger scenes. Support us. We're going to give you the same thing they give you. Might be a little longer, but hey, we're going to give you what we need to give you.
I mean, I'm all for longer, and not only that, we're making stars right now. I've been saying it time and time again. There is no better time to be a West Virginia wrestling fan than now. You go to a WWE show, you're up in the nosebleeds yelling at Roman Reigns. He don't know what's going on. I guarantee you, when you're in the ring, you're hearing that crowd and what they're saying to you, and you might even say something back.
Yeah, I they listen. The fans get me all the time.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, and they pop me every time.
give me an
Every
example.
time they pop me. Well, if you know, you know. My name's kind of provocative. It's not though, but it is. But it's not. But it is.
Bet it is.
But it's not exactly. Um, so it's just like, yeah, some of my sayings might be a little provocative too. Like, get a handful.
Hmm.
That's provocative as hell, but it's catchy. Like,
Yeah.
get a handful. So, there was one of the shows. Somebody said, and I think I just rolled out the ring, and that's the only reason why I heard them so clearly. And they said, "Oh, I bet you they couldn't take all that BBC in one night." I was like, "God forbid, bro."
Oh yeah. Hey.
And then if you pay close enough attention,
Mhm.
it's the ones that will say, "Let's go, big black cock," and I'm just like, but it's funny. So if you ever like, if you ever see me in the ring and you catch me smiling off in the distance,
Mhm.
it's because I caught somebody saying something crazy they shouldn't have said.
I'm all for it, man, because we're in a silly business at the end of the day. I I
Most definitely.
I understand taking it seriously. You want the best results, but don't take yourself too seriously. Go out there and have fun. It could be
Exa-
over tomorrow, man. I'm not wishing that on anybody, but enjoy it, have
That's
fun.
why I go out there every day like it's my last match. Because I mean, God forbid, I was knocking on wood. If I don't want to go out there to give a half-ass performance, and that's the last thing anybody's gonna remember me of, you know.
Yep.
So if I can go out there and give it 100%, regardless if it's my last match or not, trust and believe they're gonna remember something from that match. So
I love it. Well, BBC, we're in the final 10 minutes, believe it or not. You know how we do in the final 10? If there's merch you want to put out there, if you want to let folks know about your socials, your upcoming shows, if there's something you need to get off your chest that we haven't covered just yet, my platform is your platform, sir. You have at it.
um, I got a new line coming out, a new thing of T-shirts from Merch Girls Designs. We're dropping that heat again. Um, February 8th, I'll be at BGW with my tag partner Frost. Um, be on the lookout for that so y'all can see who our opponents are. Another show February 8th. Hope and praying to God, I'll be a participant in the Nathan Rumble. And then March 8th, which is the biggest show for PWL this year, will be at the Mercer Mall with who? No other than Matt Riddle. So again, why wouldn't you come to Mercer Mall? Listen, let's make the deal even better. Why would you not want to come watch Matt Riddle wrestle and eat some Chick-fil-A?
Ooh, sold.
Everybody loves Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A is like not that far away from where you're gonna watch Matt Riddle wrestle. And not just Matt Riddle, Big Black Carl and his tag partner James Frost as we go against YTB. That's a match you need to be keep your eyes looking out for. Telling you, we got a PWI has a lot in store this year. Black Ice has a lot in store this year. Keep a lookout on my tag partner James Frost because he's going to do a lot of this year. 2025 is our year. I'm telling you, be prepared. Don't say you know it's when you see us on your TV. Know it's now.
I love it. Hell yeah. That's why I fuck with you, man. It makes sense to me. Everything you're saying makes perfect sense to me. Hell yeah. I'm all for it. I appreciate you coming on the show, man.
I appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
And another thing,
Mhm.
Derek, Spooky Lou,
Mhm.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you for not just giving us a platform, but giving us a platform to talk. Especially the younger guys that don't have their foot in the door yet, that are still trying to make a name for themselves. So I appreciate you for giving us the opportunity that most people wouldn't give. So thank you. And for any other younger generation that wants to get your name out, want to get your voice heard, want people to know about you, want people to see a little bit of your personality, hit Spooky Lou up. He might not get you on that day, but he's going to get you on. I promise you he is. I promise you. Stay dedicated, keep the grind, keep working.
Thank you.
We're all at the same table. Love you, Spooky Lou. Love you like you was my mother's son.
I love you. I love you. I appreciate that. It's like you said earlier, man. We're family. I consider you family. Everybody that's been on this show, most that's been on this show. There's a few that can go eat some fucking dicks, but most, 99%, they're family. So, and like you said, yeah, hit me up, man. I mean, the list, I'm pretty booked up, but we'll get you in there. We got Offie Kessler coming back for the 47th time, so we can get some new blood on here.
Hey, he's not all right. He's okay.
Hey, that's what I hear. Hey, he's about to be new PWL champion, so
I hope he can do something I couldn't do.
Yeah,
Golly,
yeah.
I still have nightmares about that. But hey, we're on a new and bigger things. Got these things to worry about defending now.
Yeah.
It's nothing but the best. It's hey 2025. We need to figure out who is the longest reigning tag team champions in PWL history. I don't know who we got to talk to figure that out, but we need to because I think Black Ice is on somebody's tail right now.
Nice. Okay. So, I don't see y'all losing it anytime soon.
In May, God willing, in May it'll be a whole year we held these belts.
Hell yeah. I love it.
A whole
Congratulations.
365 days in May. If God willing, in May it'll be a whole year. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed we don't come against no opponents that'll take us to our limits. But until then, don't get caught slipping.
You talk about making strides, man. That's why I like having guys back. The last time I had you on here, you were doing great, you know? But just think of all you've done in that short amount of time. It's probably been less than a year since I've had you on here. And you've done a lot, man. So you should be damn proud of yourself.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Honestly, I do.
Hell yeah.
Trust me.
I appreciate you. Anything else you want to put out there before we wrap this bad boy up?
Don't get caught slipping.
And if you do,
Don't get caught slipping.
if you happen to slip, grab a handful and you won't fall down.
And if you happen to slip, make sure you have a ring camera around because there's some people that want to watch that.
Yeah.
But if you're hurt, keep it to yourself. But I know you laughed at it, so don't get caught slipping. It was nice.
Hell yeah. BBC, I will ask you to hang on the line with me, sir. To the listeners, this is why we do it, man. If that ain't an inspiration, go out there and live your dreams. Treat each other with kindness and respect. But don't take no shit from nobody. Do your thing. Spooky Lou loves you. Plenty more coming down the pike. We got more old school matches. We got more new school stars, by golly. I'm excited. Get down to the Mercer Mall on March the 8th. February 8th, you can get the Battleground Wrestling and check out BBC. February 7th, get down to Marcus Twist No Ring Death Match birthday sock hop extravaganza. There's plenty of stuff to look forward to. Support independent wrestling. Support yourself. Support your dreams. Spooky Lou loves you. We're out of here.